Because we have heard quite a lot about how these companies are treating our people, how they are behaving in terms of paying our people regarding the minimum wage, illegal foreign immigrants that we have found in these companies. I've been to 2 companies right now. In the first company, it's the same stuff. Both they are paid far below minimum wage. They know that employing illegal foreigners is wrong and it's criminal. So we are going to do that and make sure that we clean South Africa. It must be cleaned.
Foreign nationals put a serious burden on our health system.
And don't ever go to South Africa and begin to make videos calling South Africans xenophobic. Nobody has issues with you. But South Africans have problem, like very big problem, with Africans living in their country because they are not representing their countries very well. What Africans are doing in South Africa is totally uncalled for, and I condemn it till tomorrow.
Give us an update on what's happening there.
Thank you very much. We are here in KwaZulu-Natal in Mandeni with the Department of Home Affairs as well as the Employment and Labour. They are busy trying basically to assist the law enforcement agencies here in Mandeni to try locate the foreign nationals that were found to be working in these factories without a proper documentation, and all those with who did not have those documentation would be arrested. But I'll just speak to the Deputy Minister, John Mosby, who will briefly tell us about the purpose of the visit today. Thank you very much, sir, for your time. Briefly about the visit and what have been found so far.
Thank you very much. The purpose of the visit today is to make sure that companies that are doing business in this country do comply with the laws of this country, in particular the labor laws and immigration laws in particular. So we have been to different companies here in KwaZulu-Natal Mandeni, and what we have found is appalling, I must say. The level of non-compliance is very high, and that's why we deliberately came here, because this is a targeted inspection work that we are doing, because we have heard quite a lot about how these companies are treating our people, how they are behaving in terms of paying our people regarding the minimum wage, the Basic Condition of Employment Act, and many other things. But what we have found, which is worse, is the number of illegal foreign immigrants that we have found in these companies. I've been to 2 companies right now. In the first company, it's the same stuff. Both of them, they operate the same, but I've heard that they come from the same big company. They are a chain of companies. We found that about 400 to 500 illegal foreign immigrants that are working here, coming from Lesotho, and the number of South Africans that are working here are not paid as per the minimum wage. They are paid far below minimum wage, which is very sad, because we set the standard of minimum wage because we wanted to protect the vulnerable workers who are at the bottom end of the labor market. But also they are not registered with UIF, they are not registered with compensation fund, meaning if you are not registered with UIF, if you lose your job, government can't be able to, UIF can't be able to pay you while you are still looking for the job or looking for work. But if you are not registered with compensation fund again, it means if you get injured, you won't be able to be paid by government. It ends there. So that is high level of non-compliance. But beyond that, issues of OHS, occupational health and safety, the manner these buildings are, the manner they are wiring, the electrical wiring. But on this one, we found that they've got a huge big boiler that is not registered, that is using coal, that is not even marked. Another one on the other side, it's marked in Chinese, and the laws in this republic don't allow that. But there is a high level of non-compliance again when it comes to how these people are getting paid. They don't get pay slips, they don't get leave. So they work continuously without getting a leave. Even their lunchtime, their ablution facilities, the conditions are appalling. So we're dealing with that right now, and I can assure you that we are going to continue doing this work. We are going to make sure that we camp here in KwaZulu-Natal, not only KwaZulu-Natal, we're going to go to other places, whether you talk about Newcastle, you talk about Gauteng, you talk about Eastern Cape and Northwest. Quite a number of such companies we've heard about them, we have seen them. We are increasing our level of inspection and enforcement, working with the Department of Home Affairs, which is helping us quite a lot. The collaboration that we're having with SAPS is yielding results, and we're going to be very hard on them. If we have to close the company, we'll close the company down. We'll take even the owners of those companies, because they do these things deliberately. They know that employing illegal foreigners is wrong and it's criminal. So we're going to do that and make sure that we clean South Africa. It must be cleaned. We must prioritize South Africans, especially on such jobs where you don't need specialized skills. The skills that are being used here, we've got abundance of them in South Africa. Africa. A number of our people have been working in textile industry, so you can't bring foreign people while we do have a skill in South Africa because you want to exploit them.
Okay. Thank you very much, Deputy Minister.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
There was the Deputy Minister briefing us about the issues that they've found in most of these areas. We also witnessed one of the employee that was basically hiding from the law enforcement agencies, who was hiding in a dustbin, and they found him there. Others were hiding in the toilets, and the law enforcement agencies managed to pick them out from that area. Back to you in studio for now, Juliet.
Thanks very much, Mlondi Radebe, reporting to us.
We can't walk away from this conversation having said it's all foreign nationals.
No.
We would be wrong to do that.
But David, you have to separate them.
Yeah.
Foreign nationals put a serious burden on our health system. Because remember, when you build a hospital, you do feasibility study.
Of course.
That feasibility study speaks to the number of the population there. And then it adds the number of travelers who pass through there. That's what you are building this hospital on. A feasibility study must be conducted because it then says you can build a 150 bed hospital here or a 50 bed hospital. Now, you have built this hospital based on the population research that has been done by professionals. Now, your population is 50,000 as an example. There's 100,000 illegal people in this area
That are not accounted for. Now, this hospital runs out of medication because the people that were not budgeted for are now coming to this hospital and nurses are afraid to turn them away. That's the first one. So they do. Then there's corruption. That is failing us to do more. Corruption is so we have to separate them. Both of them put that a problem. Yes.
A problem.
Yeah.
But this one is corruption.
Yeah.
This one is illegal immigration. That is the simplest way of
Yes.
so you are right.
Yeah.
But let's not say, you can't say it's only.
True.
We must say corruption and, but because this one we are dealing with, let's talk about the current infrastructure that is there.
Yeah.
I have gone to nurses. One of our councillors was an MMC of Health and Social Development.
Okay.
Ashley Scholz is now the mayor of Beaufort West. He was called by nurses at night. He went to Rahima Musa at 12 midnight. Woke up from his house, called the driver, went there.
What were they saying? Why were they calling?
When he got there, he took a video. South African IT carrying mothers were lying on the floor, pregnant. Foreigners, illegal foreigners were being helped. He was told that pregnant women get on a bus in Zimbabwe, in Swaziland. They get on a bus, highly pregnant. They get off at Park Station. They walk to Rahima Musa Hospital. Heavily pregnant. They deliver, they register their child here.
South African.
Then they go back to Zimbabwe, register a child there again.
Yeah.
You can't allow that to happen in a country. What are they saying at the border when a heavily pregnant woman is coming into this country?
Some countries wouldn't allow you in.
They wouldn't.
Yeah.
So there's no leadership in this country. And the reality is illegal immigration is contributing to our social ills. Give us an opportunity to deal with it. And then if these social ills are not addressed, say, but you see, Kenny Gating, you guys have been selling us fake news. But I'm telling you now, once we deal with it, we are going to see a situation where the economy goes back to the townships.
Yeah.
The economy is run by our people in the townships.
How is it run currently in the township, in your observation?
It's run by Pakistanis. It's run by white corporates with the malls, where our communities don't even get a piece. Yet they are paying. Why are these malls not taking a percentage, fixing roads, fixing bridges when there's floods, helping government? Because these are the people that are making them rich. People are excited about malls. All good and enough, the service is coming to you. But the model must be, there must be a percentage that doesn't get given to people. A percentage that says, what are the issues? That school needs this. Let's pay.
Yeah.
That school needs this. Let's reinvest in this community that is making money for us. Our government is not forcing these private companies to do that. We are going to do it. And we are not going to ask them. We are going to make sure that it happens. So the economy is run by white-owned businesses. We have got the money to invest in our
In big,
communities.
Yes, in big malls like
Yes.
yeah.
Then you will have a black guy who then gets funding to build a mall. But which companies come in? Edgar's is not owned by white people. Truett is not owned by white people. CNA is not owned by white people. So it is white people that benefits in there. But nothing goes to our people. Even assisting them with infrastructure issues. Nothing. Then you've got the Pakistanis who are a serious health hazard in our communities.
In what form?
Selling expired food, even baby food that they sell to our communities. Pakistanis who rent a garage, they put a curtain in the middle. In front is the shop. At the back is a bucket of a toilet, a bucket of water,
And a bedroom.
And they don't even use a toilet paper because some of them belong to a particular religion. They wash with the hand and water. And after that, they go in front and take out half a loaf in a bread and put it in another plastic for people to go eat. So our people even eat their cack after they help themselves at the back. So they're a serious health hazard.
Yeah.
But our health department is doing nothing about it. There are no inspectors that are going. When we go in, you see people commenting, no, but you can't do that. The health department must be the one that does that.
Hi beautiful people, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is justchizy. So to everyone that has been asking me on TikTok if I have any contact for those that wish to travel to South Africa, though I ask you guys to join me on YouTube, that you'll find every information that you need about that. Now here on YouTube I have lots of videos that has answers to your questions. Right now, me saying it directly to you guys, I guess most of you feels that I'm trying to discourage you from traveling to South Africa. Even someone commented saying, do I own South Africa? That why would I be making such content? Right, I know I've been deleting a lot of comments here because I feel they are not necessary. But nobody will ever come out here to say that I have ever asked him or her not to travel to South Africa. I'm only using my platform to spread what you feel you are not aware of. Yes, because right now most of you feels that you're not aware of what is going on in South Africa. So I use my platform to create awareness, to make it more easier for you to see what is going on in South Africa. Now, after uploading all those videos and you feel that is not enough reason for you to change your mind about going to South Africa, then that's your own problem. But please don't go to South Africa and stay there and begin to make videos for us to see, and don't ever go to South Africa and begin to make videos calling South Africans xenophobic, that they are not allowing you in their country. Don't say you did not see what is going on in South Africa. The truth is this: nobody has issues with you, but South Africans have problem, like very big problem, with Africans living in their country because they are not representing their countries very well. What Africans are doing in South Africa is totally uncalled for, and I condemn it till tomorrow. Though not all Africans, yeah, just some, especially the undocumented foreigners, undocumented Africans living in South Africa. The truth be told, they are not representing their countries very well. What they are doing in South Africa, trust me, nobody will ever tell you what they are doing in South Africa. Nobody will use their platform to expose all that. But we've seen it all and I've uploaded. So if you guys can just take your time, go through my videos, you will discover what reasons why South Africans are not just, they're not comfortable. They're not just comfortable. For them, they prefer you coming to visit, and after visiting, you go back to your country. You go back to your country. So if you are one of those that I directed to join me on YouTube, please don't expect me to tell you don't go to South Africa, because even when I say that, a lot of people come attacking me, asking me why would I discourage people from going to South Africa. Now I don't know what else they want me to say. Should I see all that is happening in South Africa and I will still encourage you to go to South Africa? Would that be fair? That wouldn't be fair at all. It wouldn't be fair. If you are undocumented in South Africa, you won't work. Like, you're not going to work. You guys have seen what is going on and what has happened in this video. You won't work. No matter where you are, the authorities will come and fish you out. And there's no company or factory that will employ you. Yeah, there's no company that will employ you, because when they do that, the South African authorities will shut the company or the factory down. And trust me, there's no factory that will want to go through all that simply because of undocumented foreigners. So you already have the answer that you are looking for, right? So with all that I've stated here, I'm sure you've got the answer that you are looking for.